Cheers, Lin's foodies. Halfway through January. Is it too late to wish you a Happy New Year? No? All right then. Happy New Year. Hey Lin's foodies, another episode of Cooking with Lin's Food. Limoncello. This is one of my most popular articles on the blog since I first posted it some years ago. Limoncello is an Italian liqueur that is made by steeping lemon peel in grain alcohol. For those of you who cannot get grain alcohol, in vodka, but more of that later. While limoncello is popular all over Italy, it has its roots in the southernmost part of Italy, on the island of Capri. In fact, that's where I first tasted it over 2 decades ago at one of my friends' wedding. Many of you have made this according to the recipes on my blog, as I've seen on your social media accounts. So when I was first introduced to limoncello, the first thing I noticed was how you drink it. Italians drink it ice cold. So after making your limoncello, you place it in the freezer so that you can drink it ice cold. And that is how limoncello tastes the best. So when we make limoncello at home, we need to ensure that our final concoction has an alcohol by volume ABV level of over 30%. And I'll calculate for you how to do all that on my extremely comprehensive limoncello article right there. So what do you need to make limoncello at home? Very few ingredients. Grain alcohol, or if you can't get grain alcohol, a fairly good quality vodka, something you'd be happy to drink on its own. You steep rubbish, you get rubbish. So grain alcohol, lemons, of which we're only going to use the peel. And then you want water and sugar to make a simple syrup. Essentially, we dissolve the sugar in the water, heat it up to help the amount of sugar dissolve, and you get a homemade simple syrup. So, shall we get started?
Questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color. Non più avrai quei panacchini, quel cappello, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante. Non chiudrai farfallone amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor, delle belle turbando al riposo.
So here's one I made earlier. In fact, this has been steeping since I don't know, August or September. This is mid-January. So there you go, a beautiful color. What I'm going to show you is simply how to strain it. And you know what? They make fantastic presents, don't they? Whether it's at Christmas, at Easter, birthday presents, because they last a long time. So we're going to keep doing that. There we are. All done. Now all you need to do is place it in the freezer to enjoy it ice cold. Place a label on it, give it to a friend. It lasts a year, 2 years, 3 years. Honestly, I found a 3-year-old limoncello bottle once and it was absolutely delicious, mellow, but absolutely delicious. So this is your homemade limoncello. If all you can get is, say, 37% vodka, or even 40, 45, 50, whatever, but let's stick with the low one, 37% vodka, 37.5% ABV. So multiply that by 275 proof. So if that's all you've got, and you're using 1 liter of it, if you then at the end of 2 weeks add roughly half the amount of syrup as original limoncello recipes call for, you are going to roughly be having that alcohol volume. So you are going to end up with 37 divided by 2, 38 divided by 2 is 19, so 18.5. Your alcohol, your ABV is only going to be 18%. That is going to freeze when you place your limoncello in the freezer, so you don't want that. So, which means that you're going to reduce the amount of water. In fact, on my blog, at 37% vodka, if that's what you're using, 37 ABV, okay? I suggest we do away with the water altogether and just use the sugar. Just add your sugar and stir it. That's all. To maintain that alcohol level, that ABV, at above 30%. Okay? On my blog and in the description, I give you a link for my limoncello margarita that's been pinned over 1 million times. So it must be good. So if you want the recipe, hit that button, check out the information. So here is the limoncello from that jar that I strained yesterday and placed in the freezer. This is the size of bottle that I strain them into all the time, because this is the perfect size for a gift. It takes 250 mils, which is about 1 cup. Homemade limoncello, made with just steeping your lemon zest in grain alcohol. It is the essential oils from the lemon zest that makes the drink. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can definitely smell the lemon. You can taste the lemon. Beautiful, lemony nectar of the gods. Homemade limoncello with Lynn's Food. And I have so many other infusions and cocktails, 8 margaritas at last count, on my blog. Cheers. I shall see you next week when we'll be cooking again.